And we're live. All right. Morning thoughts. Morning thoughts. Morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to Miss Goldie Robinson for being the first one in. Say Ben TV, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Sean Cassell for being in the building. Please hit the like button as you enter the live. Shout out to everybody going out to work. Shout out to the people coming in from work. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards, school teachers. Shout out to the construction workers, heavy equipment operators and engineers, CEOs of top corporate companies, to the people who sweep the streets, garbage man, and pick up garbage. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. That part. Man, listen, we're short on time this morning. 7:59, it's 8 o'clock. We have a compact 1 hour show that we're gonna get into this morning. All right. I was hurrying up trying to make it an hour and a half or 2 hours, and I still couldn't do it. So we're gonna work with what we have and we will rock right along. I appreciate you being here, showing up and showing out. All right. What we have on the board this morning. Morning to all. No power. We are being hammered with snow. Dorothy T. Good Lord. Dorothy T. Another reason to move to Florida. I put up a video, a picture, and asked people why they wouldn't move to Florida. Day before yesterday on Facebook, and a lot of people answered. And you guys are afraid of our alligators. You're afraid of the snakes. You're afraid of the lizards. You're afraid of the one thing we don't do in Florida. You see me. You see me. I've been out in the sun. You could tell. I have a nice chocolate color going on, right? And I'm about to get a little bit darker because I'm the type to go lay out in the sun when the sun get hot because I turn up my melanin. And I'm able to do that like about 10 months out of the year in Florida. It's warm and nice here. It's hot right now. Matter of fact, it's beach weather right now. We don't shovel snow here. Yeah, we dodge a hurricane every now and then, but we don't shovel no snow. I hope you make it through the snow, though, my friend. I'm sending you warm vibrations. See, John Noah Star. Yeah. This the place to be. This the place to be. Beautiful beaches, and these kind of things. Yeah, we got some crazy people here, but that's okay. Crazy people are everywhere. You just have to move accordingly. After yesterday listening to you talk about the new rules for Florida, I told my husband the flight is looking real good too right now. Yeah, man, nice place to raise your children. Safe, very safe. And we still have the death penalty here. people and people are still getting put on it too. So yeah, we don't play around in Florida. It's one of those places, right? I wouldn't live anywhere else. Simben TV says, yeah, it's lovely. I'm trying to tell them, and the thing about Florida is this, right? Majority of here is suburb. So even if you could live in the heart of the noise and the chaos and the everything, the 24-hour action. You could live in the middle of that. You bend two corners and go left or right down a mile or two, and boom, you could hear a pin drop. You're in a quiet suburban area that's well secured, and your kids can play, and you don't have to worry about anything and all these other things. So I love it here. I love it here, but not to outshine you. I heard you say you're going through the snow thing, so I'm sending you some warm vibrations again. Yes, warm vibrations again. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Um, Today's my daughter's birthday. Nika. Nika is 10 years old today. She says, Dad, I'm no longer single digits. I'm in double digits, right? And she is happy that she is in double digits. Boy, the innocence of being 10. Yeah, you happy for being a double digits until them double digits start looking like football numbers. Then, like number 75 on the back of a jersey, you start realizing you don't have much longer left. These kind of things. But yeah, she's 10 years old today. That's my diva. Well, they're both my divas. I think my daughters made me realize that I don't need any more children. If God want to bless me with more, then I'll take the more. But I don't need any more children. I've said this before. All my children are planned, and they were all planned around my financial situation. I've always said I wanted a lot of children, but I only wanted as many as I was able to take care of. Right? I never want to be one of them irresponsible daddy there. I have a bag of picnic, but my finances can't stretch that far. So I have as much as I can take care of. I'm at my limits. Now I'm at my wits end. With two daughters, I am now really at my wits end. Her birthday list was $400. $398 was her wish list for her birthday, and she's 10. And good luck to me trying to talk her out of it. I'm like, Nika, for a 10-year-old, that's a lot of money. We gotta save for other things and whatnot. She did not speak to me for the rest of the day for at least about 3, 4 hours. I'm like, why should stop talk to me? So them come with them little attitude and all that typical girl stuff, typical woman stuff, you know. But it adjusts you as a man, you know. It adjusts you as a man. I remember her being born, and I remember because I had all boys until her, right? I'm rough with my boys. And for some reason, when I used to pick her up, she would cry, until one day I think it was her mom or my mom said, "You can't hold her like that and do all that stuff you do with the boys. She's a little girl. You have to hold her differently." So I started learning then, right? And I held her differently, and she stopped crying immediately. So from then till now, I've been kind of like adjusting to her whim, so to speak. You know when them say the little girl have your wrap around her finger? Yeah, that's me. So Malani and Neka, I think them two are gonna be the death of me. Whole heap of gray hair coming in shortly. I found a couple of them a couple of days ago. I know say after you see 2 and 3, there'll be 300 more in about 2 months or so. So I look forward to seeing me grow up real quick because they are a lot. They are a lot. Two little girls that I can't say no to. Yeah, I'll say no to my boys. I'll rough up my boys, but I can't rough up my girls, and I can't say no to them. And I think they know that too already, and that's my weakness for them. That's my me kind of run from them when me see them I come sometime because I know if they ask for stuff I can't say no. Yeah, even little Milani, she's 3, and she already does it. She give you that. So okay, come on, and just Kara go get her what she want, you know. So happy birthday, Nika. Thank you all for helping me to wish her a happy birthday. I'm proud of her, very proud of her. She is 10 years old. She is an honor roll student. She's been an honor roll student for years now. She is also a gifted child. She was selected to be in the gifted program, so she is also in the gifted program and them kind of things there, right? And she's growing up under my mom. So she's very close to her grandmother, my mother. So she'll get the real Jamaican something. Close your legs. That kind of stuff. You don't sit down in anybody lap. Them kind of something there. Yeah, she get it. Who you talking to like that? Adjust your tone. Yeah, she get them kind of thing there. So I'm happy for that as well. Yeah, and big up to mommy in which part of that. Anyway, enough about me this morning and doting on my little princess and these things. I'm the same way with my girls. I tell the boys I'm not raising no batches. Batches say I tell the boys I'm not raising no fish. Me not tell me not tell my boys them that. I'm just rough with them. Them just know say I'm the gold standard. You see, I'm the gold standard. I'm just rough with them. My Jaden said something to me the other day because he plays football and stuff. So Jaden says, and he's trying to put on weight because he's tall. He's like 6'2", and he's real skinny. So he might try to put on weight, and him say, I want the physique that you had a couple of years ago when you first came out of the military. So I was like, what the hell are you trying to say? I got he was like, nah, I'm not trying to say. I said, what you trying to say? Your kids will tell you stuff, man, and they'll keep you on track. So in other words, then, Dad, you used to look a certain kind of way, and that's the physique I want by the time I get to my senior year in high school, going off to college, playing football. That's the solid physique I want. So me I say, y'all try say me not solid no more. Oh yeah, try say I Shaki right now. They cook them big old whack plate of food there, give man. And then even Shakira, I told her that, wifey, I said, listen, you cook them big plate of food here, give me. I fat you want fat me up and then you gone out the road go look on some big broad back chisel up man while me look roly poly. Yeah man, me know the style you know. But anyhow, family life is a joy. I encourage any man to jump right in and make the most of it or enjoy it. It's a joy. It's a joy. It beats being out there wild and careless any day. Any day. Any day. Anyhow, off to where we you fell off. Bunches. And that the man try to tell me something fell off. Listen, age comes with or things come with aging. I'm at that place now in life where I could, because I was so military, man. I was so driven. I was so, people used to say to me like, "You got that 100-mile stare." It's called a 100-mile stare, where I see through things. Like me, just I look mission focused. I'm the kind of person like, go, 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 let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, let's go, get it, get it, get it now, now. And I've been that way for so long. So now I'm finally getting to a place where I could be sometimes be like, oh, let me show up 5 minutes late. Let me show up. Let me. I'm just now getting to do that. And even then, oh, I'm just now getting to, you need sleep. You need rest. Lay down and sleep. Try to get 8 hours of sleep today. And I'll jump up in 4 and 5 hours, which is better than what I was before. I would jump up in 2 hours before. I'm talking about 24 hours up, 2 hours sleep, 24 hours up again, 48 hours up straight, 4 hours sleep, back to 24 hours up again. That kind, and it's not healthy for you. So I'm just now getting to a place where I can let myself go a little bit. I used to go on long runs. People in my city, they would see me like, which part me live, all the way down to some other place. They're like, what the hell? How you get down here on foot? On foot. And I'm acting like I'm still in the military. I'll pack my rock and I'll be out, gone. Just so mission focused. So yeah, I'm trying to loosen up a little bit, but in the process of all that comes, you know, your belly get a little round, your face get a little chubby, you get some cheeks, and then look the same like you used to look before. I don't look hard and ready for combat anymore like that. I kind of look a bit civilian like now, which is okay. It's okay. I saw it go. It's their time now, anyways. So I have to invest in them and make sure say they get to where they going. Not true? Yeah. Um. Hey, listen. Buju Banton's son, Miles Myrie. It changes to Buju Banton's son has died to Buju Banton's son was killed. And I didn't want to say it before. I kind of like guessed it, but I wanted to hear more from the family, from Buju them, from. But a lady came out and the lady left. Vicky Victor, Vicky said we look like a preacher. This morning, Vicky, we clean up a little bit. Yeah, we clean up a little bit, just a little bit. Me not do nothing around that back, me just fade off the two side them and that's it and throw in apart. Yeah, because I'm not ready to cut off my hair yet. Me do want to actually cut off all like. Anyhow, it seems like Buju Banton's son was killed. And from what I'm hearing, he was beaten to death by somebody that was close to him or some people that were close to him because he was homeless in Florida and doing pretty bad mentally. That's what I've gathered from it, right? I'll let you hear the lady talk. It's a pretty lengthy video, but we're going to get into it and then I'm going to dissect and say what I have to say. Paris Hilton, one of you asked me yesterday in the comment section, SouFlo, do you know why Paris Hilton is in Jamaica? And I said no, but I'll look it up and then I'll come talk about it this morning. Well, I found out that she was in Jamaica to support uh, a group of American children who are in Jamaica that were abused allegedly. And Paris Hilton is there. So we're going to get into that story as well. Chance the Rapper and his wife have announced that they have called it quits. And the only thing I could think about is Chance going to Carnival in Jamaica. And when he did, I said that was the end of his marriage. But It took a while to come around, but here it is. Right? So those things we're gonna talk about this morning. I wanted to do a quick survey to ask my audience, do you think that Bob Marley should be do you think that Bob Marley should be elevated to national hero status? Do you think that is full time that Bob Marley is elevated to national hero status? I just want to see a quick survey. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Do you think that Bob Marley should be elevated to national hero status in his homeland of Jamaica? Considering how Bob Marley is revered, respected, loved, admired globally, and the significance of his music and the message in his music and what he stands for, what his image stands for, do you think that Bob Marley should be honored with the national hero status in his homeland of Jamaica? And I don't see not one person saying no. I like this. I like this. Jamaica from the outside says absolutely. Kim Byfield says yes. Marcia Walters, yes. Clean D, yes. Sean Cassell, yes. Julie Tapper, yes. Audrey Wright, absolutely. Donna Davis, yes. Arlene King, big up yourself, yes. BM says blessings at Mervyn. Banches says that shouldn't even be a question. Yes, no brainer. Say Ben TV says it should have been done years ago. BM says, yeah, man. Sisafia, thank you for being here. Sisafia says no. So we got one no. Reggae Girl says, yes, indeed. Happy birthday, Nika Karen Notice. I appreciate you. Thank you. British Jamaican girl says, yes, definitely. JC says, yes. Marcia Walters says, he gives Jamaica a lot of clout globally, right? Right. Audrey Wright says, as them should. Shame for not doing this a long time ago. Jazzy Lady, thank you for being here. Jazzy Lady says, yes. Karen Notice says, yes. He definitely deserves it. Kaz Robinson says, he yes, because give the award to people who don't do nothing. Stacey Ann Williams says yes. Devin Gale says yes. Virtuous Fire says absolutely yes. I want to find out why that one sister said no. Marilyn Grant says yes. Simone Hirola, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Good morning, SouFLo, all the way from Buenos Aires. Good morning, Jeff, all the way from Buenos Aires. Thank you for tuning in. Hope all is well in your side of the world. Why did you say no? You're the only person that actually said no. Sis Afia says no. She doesn't think that Bob Marley should be elevated to the status of national hero. If interesting, I would want to hear why. She said no. Lovely Aneka, thank you for being here. Shout out to Lovely Aneka. I hope y'all are going over to Lovely Aneka to engage her content. It's a family affair. Keep it like that, right? What? Well, she's not gonna answer, so I guess it's just no, right? Well, it's a good look that only one person said no. That's to show you the sentiment that most people have, right? I want to hear why too, Vicky. I'm very interested in hearing why Sis Afia said no. I mean, we can all agree to disagree, you know. It's all love and respect, same way. So don't feel intimidated. Feel absolutely free to say your piece, why you feel like he shouldn't be or he doesn't deserve. Because I don't see anything, you know, some people that they might look at for national hero status, you might look and say to yourself, well, what has this person done? You know, how has this person contributed to the upliftment of Jamaica and Jamaican people and in and out of Jamaica and then globally to humanity, Earth, right? With Bob Marley, there is no question of the significance of Bob Marley's life work. So it's hard to, I mean, I can't see any reason why somebody would say no, right? Funny thing, to say no because he should be given world status, says Kaz Robinson. And that's the funny thing because the world hold him high up. The world holds him on a pedestal. It is only in Jamaica that he is just one next person, right? A next famous person out of Jamaica, and then that's it. Kaz Robinson said that the Buffalo sold the rest. So funny you did say that might happen to Chance after that picture at Carnival, but maybe I missed something because guys go to Carnival all the time, but maybe not married guys. We are gonna talk about that in a minute. It's gonna be funny. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. You see, I'm glad that you remember that I said that too. Because I have one wife. I mean no, but hold on. Same Ben TV, he's already like a national hero in Europe. He's already a national hero to everybody else everywhere else. So it's just full time that he gets it in Jamaica. Absolutely, why not? If Riri can and Bob Marley music was more significant even to the point of helping South Africa, Zimbabwe, why not? The woman who said no, she must be trolling. Nah, she just have her opinion, and I'm sure it's probably too long for her to type as well. She might have said no to get a topic to discuss further. Could be too. The girl was twerking on him. All right. Don't have to fight a war to be a hero. His enlightenment to bring us humanity and blackness for all, civil rights, Bob Marley gave Jamaica status. That's a hero. I go to Carnival and me married. Let's talk about this real quick, right? Chance the Rapper. Jesus Christ. Yeah, first of all, if y'all look at my icon, hold on, let me see. Y'all might not be able to look at the icon, so I kind of like pulled up a different picture just to show you. So Chance the Rapper. Let me see if I can make this picture bigger. Give you a zoom in. I want you to pay attention to the things I'm about to say. And if you're a married man, I want you to pay even more attention to the things I'm about to say. All right? The sister responded, I missed it. Okay, Sister Fia said, whilst he is great, I don't see Bob in the same light as the other national heroes. Hmm. Honestly, some of them other national heroes shouldn't even be up there. You know, if that's, and I mean that's your take on it, right? But for me, I don't see some of them national. If we should pull out all Jamaica's national heroes right now, some of them national heroes shouldn't even have been up there. Yes, Nani should be there. Bogle should be there. Marcus Mosiah Garvey should be there. Them three there. I don't remember who the rest is right now. Don't take away my Jamaica card. I might have to go pull it up. But some of them shouldn't be there, right? Some of them didn't even like black people, and they're there as national heroes. You know what I mean? So for you to say you don't see him in the same light as, then I don't know. Bob came and did so much in his own lane. Like no, I don't know. It's that not enough for me. That not enough for me. Sam Sharp, Bob fought against mental slavery. Yeah. Bob fought against mental slavery and Bob fought against low spiritual vibration. Yeah. Them things there. And that's a hard war to fight. That's a hard war to fight. No guns and bombs needed, right? Low spiritual vibration and mental slavery. Absolutely. And he liberated not just people in Jamaica. The thing about Bob and Bob's work is this: it continues to be as powerful and as relevant, if not even more now than before. That is only something that could come from divine order. Like most of the things we make or the things we do, they're gonna disappear. Okay, over time you will be swept back into the books of history. You'll become a picture on somebody's wall, then you'll become a page in a book. If not, then even that book will get shelved, and then even your own people won't even remember you because there'll be more people in front of you, and so on and so forth. So to be able to outlive and constantly continue to be at the forefront of. And that's to show you how powerful this man's work is. I can't even say was, is, because it feel like it done now. You know? I, why is Buster Manti there? Exactly. Talk to me about that. Exactly my point. And him may I look for. Why is Buster Manti there? Him is who I'm looking for out of the list. Simone High Roller says, yes, Bob is a hero and he's still working for Jamaica. Absolutely. Because when I travel to a lot of places, people who don't even know too much about us, they for sure know Bob Marley. You know, they for sure know Bob Marley. And once them said Bob Marley, the next thing that comes with it is some loving kind of gesture. Is Iron Man and One Love and these kind of things. So I mean, it was about love for Bob, man. I don't agree with all the national heroes either. Manley and Bustamante shouldn't even be there either. Yeah, that's why I say it like in his own lane. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, you missed the time, so me call you quick.
All right.
Jamaica for me has five, four heroes and a heroine.
Mm-hmm.
The two politicians should not be there, none at all. Because one and each other, they were vindictive against each other. So one put up themselves and the other one win and put up themselves. So
Mm.
me not see them do nothing. PNP and the JLP. Because one say, oh, we have a PNP hero. The next one say, we have to put a JLP national hero to make the idiot them look. Yes,
Ah,
because first I was so young, ignorant to everything.
didn't understand,
But
right?
when we start look, we don't understand a thing.
Yeah.
So Bob Marley needs to be here. Where when I went with that sell Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
we used two persons and sell Jamaica. I said I'm from the island of reggae music and I'm from the island of the most renowned person in the 28th century or 21st century. When they asked me, I was saying Marcus was and I'm from the parish of the most historic two people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You can't miss those people. You can't miss that one beat. So that is how I sell drumming with two persons. I don't even need to go Sharisha, William, Nani, help me out with the rest. You know who me I talk.
Yes,
The guy
yes.
called Bogle.
Paul Bogle.
Yes, so yeah, so those are five heroes for me. Bob
Uh,
Marley needs to be there and make it six.
and you said
And
take
if you
down
want
you
to
said
push
take
it,
down Bustamante and take down
Madness. Look
Manley.
here. They could put up on one wall and we don't need to tell you the rest.
All
They need
right.
not to be there.
All right.
They need not to be there.
All right. All
So
right.
there was no need for them to be there in the first place because we're so ignorant. They give us something and then put up on one like say, yes, them all boss and people need to look 50 years later, 50 years later and break down information. I say, well, why are they there in the first place? Remove them. They should
Politics.
be removed.
Politics.
Put up you. So if we want to have seven, put up Bob Marley and put up this more.
All right.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Bye bye.
Manners.
Oh, suffer. Wait,
Yes,
wait,
yes,
wait, wait,
yes.
wait. Look here. This is one something to go. But
Mm.
look here. Nothing that the way that they not stretch because I never die was 3 3/4 years. Bye bye. Right. Just start you.
All right. All right. Shall we put that in there quick? Anyhow, here. Hold on there. Uh, live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning. Hello.
Hi, SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I just called you to give you.
Why
I'm
you?
good. I'm good. And happy birthday
Do you
to
have
your
us on
daughter.
speaker? Cause you sound so low.
Oh, I am on a speaker. Let me take it off.
Yeah.
Let me take it off my edge. Happy birthday to your daughter.
Oh, thank you. I
Um,
appreciate that.
fine. Input on Bob. Yes, happy birthday to your daughter.
Thank you.
On my input, that Bob Marley. You're welcome. Bob Marley should be a hero. Not only that Bob Marley put Jamaica on the map with music,
Mm-hmm.
but if we look back into history, he brought the two politicians together.
Right.
That would probably shut down a revolution in Jamaica.
Right.
And anybody else as a musician that
Right.
does that. And that for one should tell you that a fight against inequality,
Mm-hmm.
injustice. Yes.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah,
All right.
think you should.
Thank you.
Bless you. Continue doing the good work.
Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. Have a good one. All right.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right. Yeah, she's saying the same thing. We're calling for Bob Marley to be a national hero. It's full time. It looks bad. It looks bad on the international front that he isn't. And I've been asked why he isn't. And I was holding back from saying it for a long time, but I said it yesterday and I'm gonna say it again. Jamaica the powers that be have never respected Rasta. You see, just the very hairstyle and the beard overgrown and the hair. There was a stigma about that from way back when I was coming up. It was Black Heart Man, and the Black Heart Man was supposed to be some Rasta man who living in the bush, who would have come out of the bush and do something to you, probably tear out your heart and all these things. And then he was supposed to be dreaded and feared. And when you look at him, he's supposed to be a dreadful sight and nothing good, right? You're supposed to be clean cut and well put together, as they say, and not looking like how they look. So Bob represented every bit of that against the grade thing of what, if for them to make him a national hero, it would be for them to say, full circle, everybody dread up now. If you want dread up now, dread up now. And it would give footing now to everybody else. Because believe it or not, even today in Jamaica, looking a certain way, you're not allowed into certain circles, into certain places, or you're not welcomed there. And you will know you're not welcome there, right? So if they put him up as a national hero, them they could no longer do that, because people will be able to point right to it alongside all the other heroes and say, Bob Marley, our national hero, grew his hair just like this. So how can you discriminate against me and tell me I can't be here or I can't apply for a position here with my hair looking like this, right? When Bob is a hero and his hair is like this kind of thing. So, and believe it or not, that is exactly why Bob Marley is not a national hero in Jamaica. I said it yesterday, I'm going to say it again. If Bob Marley had a haircut like this one we have right now, he would be a national hero already in Jamaica. And that's just how it goes. That's especially the older folks in Jamaica. Oh my God. Them not like nothing when you am Rasta, you know. You better keep your Rasta something in your heart and keep it in your mind. But don't come out with it on your face and on your hair. Don't wear it on the outside. Lord, you look terrible. Lord, you look terrible. Do something with your hair, no man. Mm-hmm. Star K, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Star K says, it's been a while, family. Just sending you a little something. Bless up, Star K, and I appreciate you greatly for that. When he started mixing with his other side, he got soft. Dreadful. 40 leg in them head. Them nasty, see? Them dirty and them stink and smell bad, which was furthest from the damn truth. The Rastafarians are super clean, and they didn't want us to know that. Them super clean. Yo, let me tell you something. When me I eat, when I'm consuming my food and my kitchen turn into, all right, babe, let's do this for 30 days, right? If we go ITAL for 30 days, right? And the cleanest thing, like there are no, and I tell wifey that too, like I'm not chopping no meat and there's no blood splashing and bone fragments flying from me. I chop up meat in the kitchen. I don't smell no raw meat or nothing like that. You know, it's fruits and vegetables and everything wash out so clean, and then putting all natural stuff on your body and everybody has smell so good and look so good. These are the people that they kept telling us to them dirty and them nasty and them, yeah, them wicked and them would jump out of the bush and yam out your heart and all kind of something. That's the old stigma from back in the day coming up to now. So your grandparents probably would die if they saw you with dreadlocks like Bob Marley dreadlocks or something like that. True story. My sister had stayed away from Jamaica for a while, and when my sister went to go visit my grandmother, Miss Ruby, right? That's all. She threw herself down on the ground and rolled around because her granddaughter showed up with dreadlocks. So may I tell you a real thing? Yeah. And that was the general perception from them time there. And a lot of those people are still around today and they still harbor those. And a lot of those people are in positions of power, keeping alive colonial ways and old ways. See it there. Jeff says the truth is he won't get it because one, the stigma against Rasta, and two, has accepted as great in Jamaica because him lighter than Peter and the impact of his work, and three, because of politics. Hmm. Vicky says Veronica says Vicky Payne was hell for him if that's the side you're taking. Hmm. All right. Let's we've made it known that 99% of us over here, except for one person, has said that we agree that Bob Marley should be bestowed with the national hero badge. He should be a national hero to Jamaica or in Jamaica. And come on, if Barbados can make Rihanna a national, and what is this thing about us worshiping people after they die? Like you have to dead in order to be recognized for your life's work, kind of thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. But it's something that we're trained to do, and we continue to do it. You know, don't respect them when they're alive. Ah, yeah, that's regular somebody, man. Y'all don't know nobody. When I hype up myself when me see you, that's Jamaica's thought. I saw Shaggy doing a video the other day, an interview, and Shaggy said, it's on a foreign platform. Shaggy said, "Let me explain to you something. In Jamaica, everybody is a star. That's the reason why, you'll go to Jamaica as a big star, and it won't be like in the US. You pop out as a big star. People have to shut down the mall. Security guards have to be all around, and all these things. You go to Jamaica, people walk right past you. They might hail you and be like, "Yo, what go on? Oh, that's so and so. Oh, that's so and so. Big up yourself. Yo, I like you." Um, but that's about it. That's about it. Them now run you down and go on like, because all of us feel like we are star too. So in Jamaica mind is like, "Oh, you after you know bigger star than me. Me a star too." But we have this thing where even those who deserve to be put on a pedestal, or those who deserve accolades, we not give them no accolade. We wait till them dead. And then when them dead now, we come talk about how great they were and how all the works they did and how we are thankful and appreciative. You can't, don't praise me after I die. I mean, praise me after I'm dead, yes, but cause that's something I gotta live on. But it would be nice to hear it while I'm alive. It would be nice to be given some of these badges of honor while I'm alive. I'm talking without choking. That means I may get better. All right. We're gonna leave this right there, sir. It's a big disrespect because not even Stadium Airport College no name after him. But we have Victoria Park, King's House, and the hypocrisy is real. Yeah, we don't have a Bob Marley Avenue, we don't have Bob Marley Airport. Remember the other day when they said they were gonna open the airport in Bosco Bell? And I said, yes, that would be the perfect one to put. So we would have Norman Manley International, then we'll have Donald Sangster Airport, and then we would have Bob Marley International. If we did just do that, but I don't know, man. They're missing them, always missing the mark. When y'all go down? When y'all go down? Next week, Wednesday, no. Which airport you coming in through? Me, I coming through the Bob Marley International. All right then, brother. Me that if you pick you up. Blah blah. It sounds so good already. Name something of time that's significant. But hey, they do what they do, and we know why they do it too, right? Rename Duns River Fall as Bob Marley Falls. They, they would never. They would never. We gotta find out why it named Duns River Fall in the first place. Ziggy and them wouldn't win all them Grammy. All right. Jamaica didn't make Bob Marley famous. Europe did. Europe and the rest of the world did. Yeah. Europe, Africa, the rest of the world made Bob Marley famous. Jamaica didn't make him famous. And Jamaica didn't even respect him to that level until after he was embraced by the rest of the world. Which is how it is even to today with all our artists them. I mean, I'll give you a big example, and he's no Bob Marley. I'm just giving you an example of an artist. Skilly Bang. First time we hear Skilly Bang, what we say? Who the Ross name themselves Skilly Bang? That's all like when you drop pot cover. Skilly Bang. That not go nowhere. Right? I remember people saying that not go nowhere. And then when we listened to his first song, then we come out brick upon brick. People was like, "And this foolishness, I'm gonna chat about." Um, dismiss that too. Did y'all see the trajectory of Skilling's career? Do y'all see when he performs overseas what the crowd reaction is like? Me not talk about the crowd in attendance, because he's been doing some big festivals. Festivals. Me not talk about no show. at a park. I'm talking about festival in a stadium size and bigger. So there's 30, 40, 50,000 in attendance, right? Outside of Jamaica. Do you see the way how that crowd wave and move for a popcorn, for a skilly bang, and these people? But you see, when time we have them did they perform out them hard on the stage. See we yeah, Ray. All right, come off our stage now. Make somebody else get a turn. Come, I'm tired of hearing this foolishness, yeah, man. Come off our stage now. Make somebody else get a turn. Yeah, that's how we treat ours. But then when they go overseas and everybody else Ray, and know every word to their song, we're like, wait, we missed something. Then we go learn the songs. And then when them come back, we act like them a star. No. They were stars before they left us. But we wait on foreign to validate first and tell us who is good among us, which is weird. Which is weird because it's our thing. So we should know who's good among us already. You know what I mean? We should not wait for outside people to say that's good. But we do. We follow fashion, local body and foreign mind. We want to be on the bandwagon with foreign so bad. If foreign said that one you're hot, that's who hot for we, right? When it should be the other way around. And we, if we say them hot, and reel up when them perform and send them to the world. And then the world say, yo, that one you're hot coming in hot from Jamaica. Not we have a youth from Jamaica that's making waves overseas. And he's bigger overseas than he is in Jamaica. Big up to Skilly Bang. Bang out there doing thing big on a large scale. I think he's gonna also venture off into, well, I'm hoping for him that he'll also venture off into like acting roles, do movies and modeling and stuff like that as well. I hope him diversify in portfolio and continue to grow. It's beautiful to see your brother and sister them come from humble beginnings, and to see how we ourselves as their people just never believe in them. And if it was up to us, they would still be in Jamaica begging somebody want make something go on for me, or beg you a chance, make me can show you what me can do now. So thank God for internet, thank God for modern day technology, because the gatekeepers are out the way and the youth them gone through the gate. That part. With that said, let's go back to the Chance the Rapper thing. When Chance the Rapper, I want you to listen carefully. When Chance the Rapper went to Jamaica and went to Carnival, right? Everybody was like, SouFlo, you saw Chance the Rapper at Carnival in Jamaica? I said, no. I mean, a lot of people go down there. What happened? Like, when we should not see. They're like, no, bro, you have to see it. Him was under one girl, one chocolate girl, big body, dark, pretty skin. The man a wind up himself. He married, A beer problems I got starting up. And I was like, okay, I got to see the video. And then when I saw the video, I couldn't help him. At first I was like, so what? It's carnival. Who not thief a wine during carnival? Yeah? And that's what carnival is about. You have your drink in your hand, you're going down the road, you're following behind your favorite truck, you see a big body a bounce in front of you, you take a little wine off it, spin off and go on about your business, find the next one. That a carnival, that's a carnival go. I didn't know that spouses have different rules at carnival. If you ask me personally, so you would be okay for your wife to go to carnival dressed in those, the carnival outfit them look already for these Caribbean women, right? The one them will go all out. Yeah. You know how them she outside naked. Okay? She outside naked. If you be okay for your wife to be outside like that at carnival? At one time, I used to be like, yeah, it's carnival. If she want to go outside, so she go outside. So it's a Caribbean thing. That's always been our thing. That's our culture. We're not shy away from no part of our culture. If she feel like so she don't want to go outside like that, then that's fine too. But if she want to go, I'm not gonna be like, Lord God, you're a whore. Yo, I cheat, I go cheat for me. When you out the door and look so far, I wouldn't do that. But then them ask the question, so if a man jack her up now and I wind up on her, feel him front, I press up on her front and them a scrub it so pum pum to body. Yeah, yeah. You all right with that? I said, hell no. I'm not all right with that. So I thought you said that carnival is just a whining thing. You just teeth a wine and go. I say, yeah. Um, but I guess I might have to second thought that because no, I would have a problem with it. So yesterday, me and wifey, I have this discussion now about chance, and I said I called it based on his wife's reaction when he did that, and then came back from Jamaica. I said, look how this man got Jamaica go make, go make them Jamaicans who are getting in that trouble, brother. Big body waving like a flag in front of his face. Him couldn't handle it. The man said, oh, look, him couldn't handle it. Let me recap the picture for you, okay? See, here is Chance, okay? And here is the thing. Him and she that. You see, brother, it wasn't just a wine. I watch her face to the. I watch him back at her like I came with you. I could imagine the hell he caught when he went home. Watch him face under the belt, under the wine, yeah, so. Over here, that's her body, by the way. Her bum was bare over Pandas. That's a Sita. See, she had on an outfit that was very much everything out. Okay? And she waved it in front of him a couple times, and him couldn't handle himself. He went in for the kill, and I think it cost him a marriage. Now, here's the thing. If you look at, no, at first I was saying, yeah, he gonna catch hell when you get home, for sure. Not only because he wind up with her, but because of her facial expression. If you go back and watch the video itself, whining with her is one thing. The way how she was looking back at him when he was whining was another thing. It kind of gave the impression that these two know each other. It wasn't a stranger whine and whoa, stranger whine, hold on your head, whine, 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 and then go about your business. It was one of those whine like, throw it back at me. Throw it back at me. I'm throwing it back at you kind of thing. It looked like them did know each other thing. And you know, if wifey not there, she gonna make up all kind of stuff in her mind. And then on top of that, though, he went and took pictures with them after the whining and stuff was done. So, so that even more looked like say they hooked up later while they were there or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. But here's the thing: if you look at her, men need to know this. You see, if that woman they look way different from your wife, you're going in trouble. She is way different from his wife. Y'all got in trouble. Walk with me. If she look way different from your wife, y'all got in trouble. So I could imagine all the light skin conversations that were taking place at his house, at Chance's house, prior to this. The light skin conversations. Yeah, babe, I'm not really into dark skin girls anyways. You know, if I was, I wouldn't have chose you. You know, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, babe. Yeah, yeah. I'm not really into dark skinned girls, anyways. You know, that's not my thing. Yeah. And then when you reach to them, you hear, you not really into dark skinned girls, huh? You go short up into that one. You was way up under that one. What's up with that? Now you have to go explain yourself. Now you have to go explain yourself how you weren't into dark skinned girls before. So you couldn't find a light skinned girl for the wine pan in the carnival. You found one that you weren't into, and you seemed very much into what be a problem at your yard after this, brother. You're gonna have to fight your way up out of this. And I guess he wasn't able to fight his way up out of it. So that's him and wifey. Somebody said she was Nubian blackness. Yeah, she was like uh chocolate before you put the milk in it. She was new Nubian blackness, all that dark flesh waving. The man got hypnotized in the hot sun. If I me like him, I would blame it on one of them drinks that them have down there. I would have asked wife if she ever hear about Campari, because these guys had me drinking that stuff like back to back, and then I just lost myself. You know, Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yo, bro.
Yo,
Good
what on?
morning. I'm happy to know that your voice is better and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I watch the brain flow, I watch everything. I'm happy to know that your voice is okay.
Thank you.
And I'm watching the program. Yeah.
Awesome.
No problem. But SouFLo,
Yeah.
like seriously, when you make your woman put on a nice coat and come out, and then someday, you got never want wine for her to always.
Yeah, okay, so if I know me make her, and that's my principle. My thing is this: you can't tell a grown woman how to dress. So if she decides that, eh?
Yeah, SouFLo, when
No,
you
me draw the
go
line
to
with the
another
wine.
woman, he had a nice clothes. You don't want wine for it, too?
Me draw the line with the wine though. If wifey want to wear that, go out fine, but
you
no,
have a line.
yeah, no wine. You can't wine upon
No,
nobody. It's not okay.
Okay,
All
alright. Brother,
right.
honor and respect, I'm happy to know your voice. Come back, I head back online, your manners,
All
yeah?
right, family manners.
Yeah.
No, but me clear that up. No, no wine. If she can't, I don't dictate what wifey wear. If she want to go to sexy up and look them kind of thing, then okay. And it's right for the occasion. But I'm not saying that's how you should show up to the grocery store, but I'm saying it's right for the occasion. It's fine, right? Me not that insecure. But if you are gonna take wine, no, with all that. And all I'm seeing is his front pressed against your front on a bumping and grinding. Nah, me not into that. That's where I draw the line. So me and wifey had discussed this yesterday. Here are. I said that marriage must not have been on solid ground already, anyways. Cause why would she end her marriage to her husband over a little wine at a carnival? Wifey say, yeah, she'll do the same thing. I said, why? Why? It's a wine at a carnival. She was like, okay, but you're married. I said, so why? So married people can't wine at carnival? She said, no. Okay, okay, good to know. Cause honestly, me never know till yesterday. I thought she would have been fine with it too. So lucky me never go somewhere, get carried away, and then come home and feel like everything was okay. I might end up with Chance. Chance the rapper and his wife, Kristen Carley, have decided to end their marriage after 5 years. 5 years of marriage, two children. The couple issued a joint statement on the Chicago natives' Instagram stories on Wednesday, April 3rd, to inform the public about their split. I don't get that either. They're public figures. They inform the public that they're getting divorced and then they ask for privacy. How do you inform the public then ask for privacy? You should not inform the public in the first place. So the couple issued a joint statement. After a period of separation, which means they've been separated, and if you think about Carnival when they went to separation time to now, I kill me dead. It come from that, right? After a period of separation, the two of us have arrived at the decision to part ways. The story says, we came to this decision amicably and with gratitude for the time that we spent together. Damn. God has blessed us with two beautiful daughters who we will continue to raise together. We kindly ask for privacy and respect as we navigate this transition. Thank you, Chance and Kirsten. The pair got married in 2019. They have two daughters together, 7-year-old Kensley and 4-year-old Marley. Their wedding ceremony took place at the Pelican Hill Resort in Newport Beach, California, with 150 of their closest friends and family members in attendance. Back in 2022, Chance began trending on Twitter after fans discovered that he had been interacting with explicit content that featured trans men and women. Oh. In response, his wife took to Instagram to directly address the trolls for harassing her husband, and she said, y'all really be reaching. He's never going to address this. But all I have to say is we were at an event all night last night. Not last night, the night before last night until late. We were celebrating. So sometimes shit happens on accident. Mm. Before ending the video, she added, so all y'all little trolls coming to my page that are getting blocked, y'all can go to hell because his his fan base saw him interacting with yeah, he she man girl LGBTQ stuff, and her excuse was we were celebrating and it was late and things happened. Should have just not said anything. Should have just not said anything. Before ending the video, she added, so y'all little trolls coming to my page, getting blocked. Y'all can go to hell. A year later, Chance was back in the headlines when he was spotted dancing with an unidentified woman while celebrating his 30th birthday during the Jamaica carnival. There you have it. A video of the incident prompted a sea of responses online, with many accusing him of cheating on his spouse because of the way how the girl was interacting with him. A lot of people could tell that that wasn't just one dance. This is somebody that you know. Y'all probably whined before off camera or something. People were speculating heavily. His partner, once again, took to social media and posted what many perceived as a cryptic response to all the criticism, highlighting a quote, a quote from Maya Angelou's letter to my daughter about people who refuse to grow up. Now you know, when your woman start quoting Maya Angelou, something in a something. Anytime you hear her put on a song and start sing the words them, and the words them are stuff like a Beyonce, I could have another you in a minute. And to the left, everything you own in the box to the left. Or if she start quoting Maya Angelou from people who refuse to grow up, she talking to you. She said, most people don't grow up. It's too damn difficult. What happens is most people get older. What the truth is, they honor their credit cards. They find parking spaces. They marry. They have the nerve to have children, but they don't grow up. Not really. This is what his wife posted when she saw him. And remember, he left her at home and went to Jamaica, right? This is what she posted when she saw him online like everybody else. They get older, but to grow up costs the earth. The earth. It means you take responsibility for the time you take up, for the space you occupy. It's serious business. And you find out what it cost us to love and to lose, to dare and to fail, and maybe even more to succeed. In that caption, she wrote, I hope one day we all choose to grow up. And then here we are. We're getting a divorce. We've been separated for a while. It had everything to do with that trip to Jamaica. Everything. I don't know. Well, obviously their relationship wasn't on, could have never be on steady ground already. And that's the thing I don't like about this modern day people's mentality about marriage. You know, people fling with marriage too easily. What? Let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something. Let me say this, because I've learned, I've lived and I've learned. So I'm guessing I can teach from my own disappointment and my own experiences as well, and my own mistakes and my own whatever else, right? When you get married, right? Marriage is supposed to be forever. It's a covenant between you, your spouse, and the Almighty Creator. Too easily, it's on to the next one. moving right along. So I say to people today like this, leave marriage out of it then. Just be together. And then when the time has expired for you being together, you just go your separate ways, right? You just go your separate ways. But stop doing the marriage thing because the divorce thing is painful. The divorce thing is expensive, especially if you have children involved, especially if you have acquired any kind of properties, business, anything together. It's a friggin' headache. So stop doing it. It could be very costly, but they continue to do it anyways, knowing that their mindset is on to the next one. This doesn't serve me anymore. I'm out. Like, when you got married saying that you were going to be with this person through thick and thin, better for worse, sickness and health, up and the down, the everything till death do us part. So how did we arrive at yeah, I can't do this no more. Bye. It's marriage ain't the same. They should have just left marriage. Lulu Ridges says no decent woman want a community bicycle. Hell, no decent man. I think we should just rephrase that, Lulu, and says no decent human wants a community bicycle. But we have to understand too, so we have recycled people out there. Yeah? Because we have who used to be whoring and touring now decides that I could be a good wife now. I used to whore and tour in New York, but I moved to Florida where nobody knows me. I'm a good woman, and I haven't whored and toured in Florida, so I'm a good woman. And it was 10 years ago, so it didn't count. And we used condoms, so it definitely didn't count. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, SouFlo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Boy.
Flo, about the marriage thing where I said marriage should be, you should be together forever. For richer, for poorer, till death do us part.
Sickness
Do
and
you
in
think
health.
it's our culture where, because I believe if we teach certain things in school or high school or college, maybe sometimes people work together and stay together. Because I see many times when people leave a relationship, it's not like they're gonna go, the next person gonna be a virgin. The next partner just came out of a relationship or maybe still in a relationship. But we have seen many times our older folks, they could have broke up, but they forgive and then they still stick together and they invest and they have multiple business and wealth. But if they did break up, the family wouldn't even become so wealthy. So we have to teach people to learn to work through their problems and stay together.
Yeah, and it's because we put so much emphasis on sex. Yeah.
And not anything else as being a partner.
Absolutely. It's so much emphasis on sex. Now don't get me wrong, sex is that powerful, right? And it's that intimate that it should make you almost want to vomit to know that your significant other is spreading themselves wide and naked for somebody else to do all them want with them and all that. But we stuck on the sex part more than anything else. And I think that's the reason why.
But we have seen people cheat. But the guy will love, the lady will still love her husband. And yeah, some people will literally
I've seen
go out there, cheat, and then when you come home, you have steak on the table because the lady do anything to make sure food is on the table, but she still love you.
Yeah, and I've seen women cheat. I've seen women leave their relationship because their husband was cheating, only to end up with somebody who cheat, but the person who she end up with cheat better. Like, him do it more discreet or something like that. So it's not like and in her mind, she found a Mr. Perfect because she's not getting cheated on now, but we all know that she is, right? So, I mean, the grass ain't always green on the other side. That's saying right there, too. Y'all gonna run well left. The grass is greener wherever you water it. So you have to go take time and pick the weed and thorns out of your grass and nurture your grass and probably even sow some new grass seed, but take care of your piece of turf instead of just dash it away and run to somewhere else thinking it's gonna be greener and much better over there, kind of thing. Let me say it again for them. I've seen women leave their marriage because their husband cheating on them, right? And then end up who they think they found, the Mr. Right, and Mr. Right cheats too. He just cheats in a more discreet manner. So it's not like she cheat. She left for better.
Like remember with the Kobe Bryant situation and with Vanessa Bryant,
Mm-hmm.
and she forgive him and they stay together. And I mean, things even more better for her right now. I mean, compared to she could have moved on and find abuser.
Right, right. But she stuck it out,
Uh,
right? And she gave him her ultimatum. You do this one more time, I'm out of here.
so many times we have seen it where because sometimes it's a partner you have that make a lot of business successful. And
Yes,
then sometimes you break up and then everything goes down and it causes a huge home wreck between your kids.
yes,
Some kids end up on drugs and so on. So we need to think about if we're going to be in a relationship and we're married. We need to really take the vows strong, for richer, for poorer.
absolutely. You,
All
and
right, boss.
all right, my brother. That's the part too that kills me. Like Chance and his wife, they have two children, and this is the age where your child knows what's happening, but they don't have the emotional intelligence to suss out everything and balance it properly. So selfish adults, I can't take this anymore, I'm leaving. If you in that relationship and you feel so frustrated, imagine the frustration that your children are feeling, because the children them in the same relationship where you in, I know. The only difference is you're sexing your partner, you're not sexy picking them, right? But them here, when they argue, and I'm sure they argue in front of them a lot of times too. They feel the tension in the home when things are not right. They know when mommy and daddy not talk to each other, call them vex with each other. The kids go through it too. So when you decide selfishly, like, frig this, I'm out of here, tired of this, can't take it no more, gone, those kids are screwed. Those friggin' kids are screwed. And time and time and time and time again, we see this all the time. Adults claim they love their children so much and I'll do anything for my kids. And yeah, but one thing I ain't doing is staying. Now, I'm not telling anybody to go stay in a relationship where somebody is choking you and punching you in your mouth. I'm not telling you to stay in a relationship where you're getting beat down and abused. But a lot of the times, people leave relationships because they're trying to manipulate a situation and things ain't going my way. I'm not having my way. You're not listening to me and doing what I say, kind of thing. And it don't have nothing to do with them getting beat up or even them getting abused. And they're like, I'm tired of this shit. This doesn't serve me anymore. I'm out of here. And the poor kids will have to just be dragged with it. Yeah. And the kids will be fine. They'll be no, they won't. You tell yourself they'll be fine because you want to make yourself feel good. But the kids won't be fine. Go ask any kid who ever had their parents together, any picnic, whoever had their parents, go ask them. Do a real life research. If you're in a relationship right now and you're feeling like you want to give up your marriage, right? I want you to do a research before you do it. Because, see, in the long run, the person who really hurts more is the children, because those children received that hurt at an age where they did not have the mental capacity to deal with that hurt. So it's gonna hurt them more. You're grown. You've been down this road before. This ain't your first breakup. This is not your partner's first breakup. Yeah, y'all been together for some time. You built a little something together, so it's gonna hurt to tear it apart. But you've been in a relationship before. That's probably not even the first person you ever fell in love with. So your heart been broken before. You're a grown ass person. You're gonna be okay dealing with this. You might cry a little bit, yeah, all that, but you'll be fine. Them children, that's all they know. Go and ask any person, even adults, Did you ever have your mom and your dad together? Yeah, but they got divorced? Yeah, they did. At what age they got divorced? Well, my mom and my dad got, this is a 40-year-old man could tell you. My mom and my dad got divorced when I was 10. Oh, okay, so how did it affect you? They're grown, so they're going to use grown words for you. It fucked me up. Yeah. Oh, wow. It affected you negatively. Yeah, it did. Well, tell me some of the negative things. Well, our whole life changed. Our whole life changed. Right. So I don't know. I just don't like seeing selfish ass adults. Like it's always about them. You know? Anytime I see grown people getting ready to go do a divorce, I'm like, yep, there goes two selfish motherfuckers right there. And it don't take, it takes two. So it's not necessarily both of them. One person might be begging and clawing and fighting for it. And another person is like, I gave up. No, fuck it. I don't want it. Right. So, but I don't know which one it is because I'm not in their business. So I just look at both of them and be like, yep, there go two selfish motherfuckers right there. Yep, look at them poor kids. And they just killing teeth. I'm free and single, back on the market. I'm getting over a divorced girl. And them have a big crowd on social media ready for throw you on party. Divorce party. Welcome back to the streets. You know? Like your kids are okay. You'll be fine. Welcome back to the streets. You'll be fine. If you're a woman, you have an unlimited amount of body figure choose from now in all sizes and shapes. If you were sex starved and deprived in that relationship, you about to go make up for it now with no strings attached and nobody to answer to. Same thing for the man, right? Unlimited amount of bodies and pum pum out there now if you go do your thing. Them poor kids, they don't have nothing except for mourning to go through. A divorce to adults is like a death in the family to children. Think about what I just said. A divorce to adults is like a death in the family to children. You'll be there, but it's like accepting death. Your poor kids will have to mourn through that. Yeah. Back to the streets. Back, welcome back, party. You know, everybody ready for throw you on big party too. Welcome back to the streets. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Look, Flores, see what you just said?
What I
I'm the
thought.
one who always running joke with you. You're my brother from another mother. Yeah?
Seeing.
I'm gonna tell you something straight up. What you just said a while ago, bro,
Mm.
it's so truthful, yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
that a
I'm
divorce
gonna
is
tell you,
like a funeral. Is like a death in the family to children.
yeah, I'm 45 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 45 years old, and I have 34 children.
Wait, what?
I'm 45 years old, and I have 34 children.
You have us on speaker?
Remember, remember, probably speak.
I need your
Yeah,
phone to
can
be
you hear me
clear.
properly now?
I need your phone to be clear. You're 45 years old. Let me see if I'm hearing right. You're 45
Yes.
years old and you have
Yes.
34 children.
Yes. Yes.
So I heard right.
With no joke.
Where you get so much picnic for?
From a little bit, nobody never did it for teach me or for go through. Me never know how for, and it just happen. It's like when me I get them, everybody I praise it. And I say, oh, my girl is. Oh, my girl is. And then everything come back from me. It come right back on me because everything I have to take responsible for.
Where your children at? Like in what different parts of the world are they? Are they all in one place? Like in one country?
Me not afraid to tell them. I've picked me in Netherlands, England, I've picked me in Sweden. Yeah. I have the most of them in England.
Europe will do that to you.
Huh?
Europe will do that to you. I'm glad we never left none over there. But Europe will do that. Europe will do that to you.
Yeah, but the end of the day, a child need, just like what you just said, a child needs someone who is there.
Yeah.
There. If me gonna put in my thing, and this Augusta.
So you
Come
are
on,
you
man.
are realizing now, so you have 30 something neglected children.
Yeah, and how much of them I take care of?
Mm,
You understand? I
yeah,
just do this. It's not fair on the child.
absolutely, man.
It's not
Absolutely.
fair on the child.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and I can't reverse it, but it happened.
It
You
happened.
understand?
Yep. So
Yeah,
you
and so
understand the
for
magnitude, right? The burden your
I
children bear.
understand it. I understand it. Now the child is calling out for me. They want to know me. You understand? And I have to just do it. Wishing I should be there to be a mentor for them.
Mm-hmm.
I should be there for them, but I didn't get that chance. It was just like put it in, take it out, put it in, take it out, put it in. It's not good. So far, one love and other love, yeah.
Manners and respect, brother.
Every time so flow.
Manners.
Yeah.
It's no, but you see, that's why I said. That's what me say. Me do want. I remember I just said that. I said I wanted a lot of kids. I always said that from when I was growing up. Cause my father used to say, "Oh, I want a lot of grandkids, you know." And then my grandfather used to be like, "Yeah, you're gonna keep the family name going. I want a lot of kids." So I grew up already embedded in my mind, say, "I'm gonna want enough picnic." But I got sense early, and I said, "You know what? I only want as many as I can take care of. So if God make me extra rich, then I might end up having 34. But my finances can't stretch for 34, so I have what I have. And I had them over time and I had them planned. And as my finances increased to a level where it looked like, okay, this is stable and this is going to be this way for the next decade or two, right? All right, boom, we can drop one more or two more. That's it, right? 34 kids. Damn. That's 34 hurt children. And he knows it. 34 hurt children. Because you run upon any one of them picnic and ask them, where your daddy at? Or other kids could be so mean. Other kids would be like, I have my daddy. I know where my daddy at. You don't even have a daddy. You don't even know where your damn daddy at. That's so hurtful. While you're off in the world a gallivant, looking for somewhere else to stick it in, pull it out, as you say. Boy, hey man, my brother, the karma there, you better work hard to fix up that karma because you know me believe in a karma big time. And I ain't trying to whip you or nothing, but I'm telling you right now that just the fact that you weren't around for them kids, you can't be. You one person. Just the fact you were he knows, and I hope he's working to fix that karma because the karma gonna come back, come whip him wicked, and it's gonna be 34 different times. Some people say a lie, man. Listen, the man not tell no lie, man. And hear what? We know enough people will have holy picnic too, right? So it's not like it's impossible to do. A man can literally make a child every day of the week, 2 times a day too. Him can slam 3 women in a one day and breed all three of them that same one day. So it's not like he's doing anything super powerful. We were created like that. That's just how our body physiologically is made, right? That's just that. If a man get 3 women in one day, he could end up getting all three pregnant in one day. That's how men bodies are made. You don't have to be anybody special to do that. A woman's body is made different. She have to be in an ovulation stage and she have to this and that and egg have to meet sperm and then decide say it take or it don't and then when the time is right it goes in or whatever. And also for with body still. A 99, 100-year-old man who is impotent, body still produces sperm that is potent enough to produce children. That's nature. That's how we work. But back to this. I don't think their marriage was solid. We have our next discussion if we're going to, I don't think Chance their marriage was solid from the beginning in the first place. Because that couldn't I don't see how that could end your marriage. But then again, we not in a them marriage, we don't see. So shout out to the men who go to the carnivals in the Caribbean. Um, we are Caribbean people. We don't seem to be as frightened by the sights and sounds as you are. For those who, for those who are for those who are too familiar, we not seem to be as frightened as by the sights and the sounds them as you are. I was with somebody, me no remember who, and the person I said, "Damn, like yo, I don't know how they do it." Yo, oh, they were talking about the guys in Jamaica that do the massage on the river raft thing, rub down the woman them on the rafting something. And one of them I said, I couldn't do that job, yo, cause I'd be on hard all day. Like it'll be embarrassing. Cause look how he positioning this lady. Look, he massaging between her legs and stuff. And I'm like, he's like, I don't know how y'all do it. And then y'all women be walking around looking like this. I can't handle that. I think we're desensitized to that for those of us who are from that culture. So we're not frightened like that. But for those of you who are going there, if you don't want to get in that trouble, carry your spouse with you here. If you're married, carry your wife with you. Because carnival especially, a bare naked body out the door, bare G string straight up tongue is outside. All right? And something that go out there that's gonna make you're a man. You are a man. And if you are a man, you have a level there where everybody have them weakness. Can't speak for everybody. That's the reason why it's best to not go certain places or don't go certain places without your spouse. Sometimes you have to bring sand to the beach to keep yourself safe. Yeah, that part too. People like me, me not really go nowhere without my wife. And it's a collateral thing also. I don't want nobody call me name for something that I never did. So it don't even have to be with, oh, she's gonna see me whining for a girl. It have more like to do with, oh, he spiked my drink and did this to me and now I'm suing, kind of thing. So just to keep myself safe, me like to know that me have who me have with me. I came with something beautiful and bad. I'm leaving with the same something beautiful and bad, and that's that. I'm not there to look nobody. I'm here to enjoy the festivities. We keep it like that. So my advice to the married man them is you go on a carnival, homie. Well, me don't know if I tell you if your wife a go carnival though, and you not going, and she telling you says a girl's trip. Whole nother story. Whole nother story. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
So, Flo,
Yeah, family, what go on?
I'm not going to stay too long with you. I bought 1978.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, December come, 1978, the 27th of December.
See.
It's December come, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to be 46. It's what else I like me at all?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you the next time I will me there for your program. I'm going to tell you the next time. Me, of 34 picnic as 45-year-old, okay? All right, manners.
Manners,
Yeah.
brother.
No lie.
All right, sir.
No lie.
Manners.
Yeah.
Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, family.
Just to touch on the point with the gentleman who said he has 34 children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you heard of this man out of Jamaica, Charlie Matras. He has, I think, 54 children.
Well, we know the
Yep.
famous Ninja Man. Ninja Man had like 20 something by 20 something different women or something like that. 30 something by 20 something different women, something like that as well. So it's not a surprising thing.
Yeah, it's not surprising, but I am happy that he realized it and that he's really trying to
Rectify the
bring
situation.
solace to the situation.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because as you said, karma misses no one address, and it will definitely find
Yes.
the person. He will find us at the due time. But how this relates to the rapper
Mm-hmm.
and the carnival. I heard you made mention several times on your program about soul ties,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I didn't get to see the picture that you showed of this woman, and I'm not saying that that is the case, but you mentioned that they looked at each other as if they knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not even that they know each other, but if you do psychology, it is that time when they're getting into, I am giving you, as Beanie Man would said, the big slam.
Mm-hmm. The
So
wicked
it could
Islam.
be that impression on her face
Mm-hmm.
could say, this is it. And that's maybe when they were both in their climax stage. So you read into pictures very differently. And when people are married, you are set, you should set example for your, not only for yourself, but for your family.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
that's a guideline. That's guideline. You don't go about flinging yourself, because when you pass on, and soul tie doesn't mean that the woman is gonna go home with to her person, but you are gonna go back to your home too with
Mhm.
another personality. So you have to be careful. And going to carnival, these women are practical. If you're
Your call is breaking up badly.
do, oh, I'm not sure. I'm saying that people are not iron, and this man is not iron, and you go and you meet this woman. If you're gonna wine from a distance,
Mm-hmm.
because he's not iron, he's not made out of iron.
Right.
So
Right.
when things get out of hand, then things are gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So we have to be careful. Have to
Absolutely.
be very careful.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You
Uh,
marry, you're everybody something. Draw a guideline. I am going to the carnival. I am going to dance, but dance from a distance. When they start whining on each other and things get out of hand, there's no way you can control. We know that when people go to dance and you do the things happen. I heard men say,
yes, of
man,
course.
I broke at this,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We are
That's
Jamaicans.
that's why I don't understand how some men say, "Oh, I don't have no problem with my wife dancing with somebody else."
Mm-mm.
Um, Beres Hammond has a song that says, "What one dance can do." If you never pay
Can
attention to
do
that, then he was telling you what one dance can do. One, yeah, plain and
exactly.
simple like that.
And and so for me, I say that carnival is not a dance. Carnival is a wine.
Is a wine.
So think about what one wine can do
Mm-hmm.
with a person who is intoxicated under the influence of
Influence.
Jerry and if you are
Mm-hmm.
Campari and rum
Mm-hmm.
and Red Bull and rum,
Mm-hmm.
that's trouble.
Yes.
That's trouble. So
Absolutely.
as married men and women, we have to draw the guideline.
Mm.
You are not single, so you do behave as you are single, or a common marble, or everybody bicycle, so to speak. Though
Absolutely.
it may be a male or a female. Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Thank you, SouFlo.
Thank you, family. Have a good one here.
You're welcome, you too.
All right. Listen, absolutely. Yo, if you ask any man, especially when you were like younger and you used to like, I don't know, I grew up in an era where we used to force ourselves going to big people dance and people used to wind up and rub close. So and the DJ used to talk about, we have 15 minutes more before the session over. You know, we not get a girl yet, better go grab one now. And then you look by your brethren and you say, yo, you look for a girl, come here, look for see one over there. So, and you try go over there and give her a little one dance and you say, this more can run tonight and these kind of things. You stiff up under your pants. I gotta wine by a certain way, stiff up under your pants. So why would you want your wife to go wine with and dance and talk about, oh, I don't see nothing wrong with that? Or your wife knows what happened because man danced with she already and she feels stiffness. So she know. So when a wife says, let me do it from a female perspective. Women know because them give man one already and them feel stiffness back at the wine there. So when your wife tells you, I don't want you doing all that with no girl, she knows that it can happen to you too, right? Right. So that's I try avoid. And his wife reacting the way she reacted is because looking at the picture, you could see that the man was way up in it. Start man bending back like him a limbo and go under the big body feed something. Anyhow, Um, we have another topic here to talk about this morning. We know I rub that one to death in a rubber dub style bunches. Over there, I scrub off a paint off on the wall like your predecessors. You know. um. Oh man, the Buju Banton child something hits me different. It hits me different. May I switch topic? It hits me different now. Listening to this lady talk about Buju Banton's son, she talked about he stayed at her house for the last 2 months before he passed away or before he died. And she said a bug of things happened to Buju's son. And she cussed Buju Banton, she cussed man, you know, and I just think I have something to say about this concerning this. But I knew that it was foul play involved in his death, and but I just didn't want to be the one.
Anymore. For those of you who have come to know that
She's pretty
Buju
low.
Banton's son got killed in Florida, I'm gonna call his name. His name is Miles. His name is
Fresh
Miles
drop.
Marley. This is such a hard thing for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's see something.
But I have to. And if you see me breaking down into tears, please don't.
It's coming off my phone. I don't know if y'all can hear it good.
I'm gonna call you out today.
Hold on there. Let's see.
Subscribers, you already know the thing's set.
Wow.
That's why it's extremely by the fish community.
Okay, we're not under that. So obviously, that was gonna take it from Yard Hype. Y'all can't hear her, right? If you can't hear her, I will reiterate what she said. Just tell me if you can. Listen to her for 2 minutes and tell me if you can hear or you can't hear what she's saying.
I think for me, I'm not gonna lie. I said I wasn't gonna do this, but I have to. And if you see me breaking down into tears, please don't say nothing. Just listen. This has to be a very quick video. But Buju Banton, I'm gonna call you out today. I'm gonna call you out big time, and I'm gonna call out every other musician who did the same thing. Stop having your children them all over the place and leaving your kids at the whim of the fucked up world that we live in. Stop it. You know, I'm so sorry, guys. But I met this kid. My son brought Miles to my house. Miles lived in my house for 2 months. And that might have been the best 2 months of Miles' life. Oh my God, I can't believe I was going to do this. I said, I got to do this. I have to do it. Miles lived with me for 2 months.
Miles is Buju's son.
My son saw him. I don't know the backstory too much, but he was out in the street homeless. My son brought him home.
All right. I see people are saying that it's very low, you can't hear it, all this other stuff. So let me just say what she said. She said that Miles, which is Buju Banton's son, lived in the streets in Florida, and he was homeless. And I know that's gonna strike some people like, damn, your daddy is Buju Banton and you're homeless in the streets of Florida. She said Miles was homeless in the streets. Her son saw him, had a conversation with him, and brought him home to her house with him. So she kept him there at her house for 2 months. And she told him she was giving him 2 months to get himself together, right? And then he could go back home to his family. In the meantime, whatever squabbles they have, discrepancies, try to make it up and go back home to your family. She ended up saying, eventually the 2 months run off and she was getting ready. You know, she told Miles, it's time to go, kind of thing. So he was packing up his stuff to leave. And she said he left, went over to his family, like he went to go talk to them and stuff, and he came back to get his stuff. But she said the way how he looked when he came back, she was like, nah, I can't let him go. I can't let him walk street like this because him don't look right. So she called his family to come get him. She said another one of Buju Banton's son, an older one, in a nice truck, came, picked up Miles, which is their younger brother, and took him away. And she thought, okay, he's good now. He wasn't good. Shortly after that is when she got the news that he was killed. And she cried a lot in the video and cursed a lot. And she cursed Buju, big, dirty, nasty, stinking, this, that, all you men who keep having children all over the place and you're not there to help your children and take care of your children and you sowing seeds everywhere and leaving these children out here at the women, the mercy of the world to suffer. This is why I did not tell the brother earlier where I have 34 picnic and you hear me say it to you that karma is going to be wicked because if you're not around to help them children there, fatherless children go through a whole lot of shit here. Most children that are molested, most children that are abused are fatherless children. Fatherless because the father figure is seen in a certain manner, but we won't get into that part yet. Um, so she kept saying, she said, for her, Miles looked like he needed to be Baker acted. Baker Act, for those of y'all who don't know, I know some of you know, it's like when you're going through mental issues and you are past the point of you should be in a clinical level of depression or something or a psychosis then you would call these places circles of care and all these other places. They would come, they'll take the person, you become a patient because they'll Baker act you. Baker act somebody, slow you down with medication, basically, is what they do. Keep you inside of an institution, and then in there, they can do an assessment fully of you with people who are qualified to do so, trained psychologists and psychiatrists, so on and so forth. And if they have to administer medication to help you with your brain, serotonin, all that, your chemical imbalance in your brain. Get yourself back to a place where you no longer feel like you want to harm yourself or do anything, right? She said she feel like Miles needed to be Baker acted. She told his family that and she thought they were going to do it. She feel guilty because they didn't do it. It seems like when he left, they got into an argument again and he went back to the streets. So apparently he was out on the streets begging for food and begging for money to buy food and some place to sleep and all this other stuff. And it's alleged that people beat him to death. And some people are saying that it is somebody that was close to him, had a falling out with him, and beat him to death. So that's the story of Buju Banton's son and the lady telling her story because he stayed with her for the last 2 months of his life before he passed. She was also cussing out Buju because she was saying, you took him from New York and brought him to Florida because he was having issues in New York already. And then now in Florida, and they just left him there. So you're Buju Banton. You could have bought a plane ticket for your son and brought your son to Jamaica to be with you. And she cussed Buju. That part I had a problem with because I told y'all before, in my using my own personal life, right? My brother had a lot of us around him, and none of us could help him. He had a lot of us around him and none of us could help him. When we were looking at my brother and we were saying, okay, Jay, listen, a time to leave America car. Remember, I know you're not born your son up. So come go down to grandma them, go back to Clarendon, chill out for a little while in the country. We got you. So everything you want, you're gonna have. You'll be all right. Right? He was like, nah. It's Buju can want all he want to help. Remember, I know Buju Banton was self-deported, but it's still a deportation kind of thing. He doesn't have access to the U.S., so he can't like fly in and fly out. Oh, my son in trouble. Maybe buy a plane ticket and go up there and go see what go on with him. He can't. So his hands are completely tied. He has to depend on whoever is here to be his eyes and ears and hands and feet, right? And unfortunately, some people ain't gonna handle your business like how you would have handled it, or love your child like how you would have loved the child, or take care of your picnic like how you would have take care of your picnic, even siblings. You know what I'm saying? So to blame him in that manner and curse him out in that derogatory way that she did, I understand that she's feeling hurt because she said he was a beautiful young man and he, so much promise in his life, but to see him go out like that and knowing that his father, Buju could have sent 1 million ticket. If the youth don't want to go up on a plane, there's nothing Buju could do. And sometimes they don't want to go on a plane. Who knows? If he was hearing voices, who knows what his proper mind state was? I witnessed this already. One voice said, "No, you're all right, man. You're good." The next voice said, "Yo, you need some help." Him say, "All right, man, go get some help." Then the next voice, 2 hours later, said, "You don't need no help, man. You're good." Battling with these demons in your mind, these thoughts in your mind, his father could send a private plane to come pick him up. If he don't want to go on the plane, then there's nothing his father could do. You know what I mean? She's right for calling out Buju. She's right for calling out Buju in what way? In the sense that Buju had a lot of kids all over the place, right? And he stretched himself thin. So he wouldn't be able to be there when some of them needed him. That goes for every man who has children all over the place. And you're not able to be there when they need you. You created a fatherless child. That part. But as far as him could have come take the picnic and send a plane ticket and but that's what she said. So that part that me I address and I'm saying he could have sent a private jet. If the youth did not want to go on the private jet, there's nothing his father could do. And considering his father's situation and that he has no access to the United States of America right now, that make it even worse. Right? His hands are tied. He couldn't have done nothing. And call him out, but it's too little, too late. So call out every man will do that too. Buju's son suffered and died under those circumstances, apparently. Many more have too. It's just that their daddy not famous, so nobody now gonna hear about them. There's a lot of youth out here right now that's suffering right now because their dad have a child in every state and have 50 picnic in a one state and don't have no time for them. So them have to just do it what they can and they can't call upon him for help. Now people are asking, okay, so where's his mom? Right? He was left in the care of his mom. And immediately I see sisters get offended and say, well, no ask which part in mother therefore. Like say, Buju not supposed to be there. That's not what we're saying. We're saying, given the circumstances that the father was no longer here in the US where the child was being raised, where is the mom? And how much was she involved in keeping him grounded or keeping him safe or raising him the right way? You know what I mean? Because father not there, mommy have to go do the work. That's what parenting is about, right? You can't just say the father never did it, so everything frig up, so just blame the father. Where's the mom? We don't know. But I'm sure more of that will come out later too. She sounds like she has some old wounds. Forget better herself. This gives her the chance to vent. Yeah, she sounded like that. She I don't know if she have children that don't have their fathers. I don't know if she come here. She talk about packing up her house and getting ready to move and all these other things. I don't know if she's, but usually it's from a personal place though. You know, it's from a personal place. It's just like when we see couples breaking up. If you pay attention to social media, watch famous couples breaking up. Watch as soon as they say something bad about the man, watch all the women on social media jump on that man. And it's because they themselves have been in a relationship where them feel jilted. They feel like a man did me the same thing. Yeah, girl, he narcissistic as hell. And she like, yep, he remind me of my ex. Same thing. You know, they take it to a personal place, right? So I guess they're relating to it in that same manner. I guess they're relating to it in that same manner from a personal place. She was crying. No tears were coming out. She was talking a lot, but you would have to really listen to the video because she was talking outside and the wind was blowing heavy. I wish she had done the video inside in a quiet corner and clear and precise and loud so everybody could hear. But I haven't, I mean, basically everything that she said, I've said to you. That's what she said. And I'm just saying, at the end of the day, in this situation, it's too late to tell a man who have most of his children are adults now, right? So it's too late now to be like, oh, you shouldn't have didn't have picnic all over the place. And that horse gone through the gate already. Long time. This is for who hasn't done it yet to look at this. I mean, you can lash them, but the horse gone through the gate already. You know, the horse has gone through the gate already. Um, what if the father had died? Who would then blame the dead man? Exactly. You know, that's what parenting is. Parenting is 50-50. I would even go as far as to say this. She cursed all these men. And you know, while she was doing that, I was saying these big walkless man. And I was saying to myself, like, y'all women be choosing these big walkless man. Y'all women, a lot of you be choosing men you know are not daddies, daddy material. You know that man don't want to picnic from you. You know that man is not willing to be around for that child. You see his character. You see who he is. But for some reason, you tell yourself, say, you're going to breed for him anyway. One of the most important things I think both sexes should look at, man and woman, a man, when it's time to have your children, you have to look upon a woman and say, what is her character like? You know what I mean? What is her character like? Not how broad her body is, not how good the pum pum is. What is her character like? If anything happens to me, is this woman gonna be able to be an upstanding woman in my children them life? Raise my children them properly with some kind of consciousness about who I am, who their father is. Or she just gonna just move along and just bag a man come through and my children them get molested off by one man, then she move to a next man and this, that, and just live wild life. You have to think about these things as a man. As a woman should be thinking, my womb, your womb. Who do you want to breed for? Who do you want to give life again? Whose seed do you want to be planted in your womb so you can procreate? And some women just don't care. Them just take up anybody. Yeah, plant a seed in there. Me don't know. I guess the sex get good. Coming at me. Yes, coming at me right there. So coming at me. I'm breed. Why Terry saying us I'm a breed for the dirty boy John John. God no. Girl, say a lie. You know, say I'm not no good. Me know, but me say there's something they good to say. I saw enough picnic coming up. I saw a whole heap of picnic coming up. But me say something they good to say. Like, we gotta start being more conscious of how our children come into the world. Who you having them with. Or from both sides. From both sides. See? So nobody beat down Buju alone without beating down them woman that's willing to give more, pan top of more, pan top of more, and no say. I mean, come on, you see the record, you see the track record. You see the track record. Woman take up man we have 12 picnic already by 10 different women and skin out female and breed. The man have 10 picnic by 11 or 11 picnic by 10 different women. Where were you going in that equation? Eh? You know, sister, him not have enough of him already to go around for where him have already. And you come put more upon it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But and then we point fingers and we blame, you know? Like it make you feel good to point a finger and blame somebody else cause I know me that are you. It's not me the mother, it's you the father. It's parenting is an equal responsibility. Man can't make baby by themselves. And the woman didn't make that baby by herself. I told her to make the picnic. So somebody has to love that child enough to say, yo, if the other one give up, I said them don't want to do this journey no more, I have to be here. Somebody have to say that. Or are you gonna be the type where, well, your daddy give up, so me give up too, and left the picnic to the mercy of the world, which it does happen that way as well. I saw it go. That's just how it goes. Yeah. If your tightness must change it for bunches. Future, Nick Cannon, Elon Musk, just to name a few. Nick, don't count those people, fam. Don't count those people. You talking about people that are wealthy, famous, and their job requires them to travel the world. You can't count them the people there. Their job requires them to travel the world. Their job requires them to be. Nick Cannon is on a private jet every day. Nick Cannon is in multiple cities in the United States of America every day. Nick Cannon is a multi-millionaire pushing up. And the way he acquires all that and built this kingdom, this empire, something to pass on to his children and afford everybody this luxury lifestyle that's associated with them is for him to be as busy as he is. So I know every man thing cut out the same way. You know what I mean? You can't want a 9 to 5 man, but you want riches and wealth. No rich man goes to work at 9 a.m. and comes home at 5 p.m. And he does 9 to 5 Monday to Friday. If you want to sit on the couch, husband, then say that. But if you fueling this man's dreams and his dreams are wild and you think he can attain them, you must understand, say he's gonna be missing a lot, right? Right now, my personal business, I could double my income right now. Right, just double it, completely straight up double it, just by not being home. I take a contract right now, I'm off. I'm in a whole nother state. What's gonna happen though? I'm away from my children. My children ain't gonna see me for at least 3 months at a time. Their mom's gonna be left alone with them. My other kids aren't gonna see me either. So whatever I do to alleviate burden on all their moms, it's gonna be right back upon them again. But I'll be off somewhere getting a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? So it's a balance in life, and you know what you choose when you're choosing it, especially for women. You know what you choose when you choose it. So you have to choose a certain kind of man. You want a 9 to 5 man, then get you a 9 to 5 man. You want a man who will come home every day to you. You want to kiss each other and go off to work in the morning at 8 o'clock. Him wake up at 7. Him out the door by 8 o'clock. Him come home by 6 o'clock or 5:30 in the evening. You have dinner ready. Traditional lifestyle. If you want that, then go for that. But a lot of the men that y'all choosing ain't those kind of men. You have to choose right. You have to choose better. I'm not blaming you, the woman. I'm saying you have to choose better. I'm saying the men have to choose better too. Yo, me say that, yo, the girl, session nice. I said that, yo, my G. If you say how the body set, I breathe, me want to breathe that, you know. That's how some man choose baby mother. I breathe, me want to breathe that, you know. If you ever see how the body cock off and the titty them stiff, yo, it feels pretty. Yo, if me hold that pan a backers, brother, me not last long, me I tell you, pie. Me I bust up in that baby, me I breathe it, me want to breathe that, you know. And some man choose how their children coming into the world, you know. And then the picnic end up suffer. Cause it's a girl where you can't stand. Yeah. We gotta choose better. I feel sorry for Buju's son. If according to this woman, her account is right. I'm gonna say if to leave myself a way out because this is social media. And on social media, I've learned over the years that some people will take up a camera phone and just tell one whole story. Yeah, me and the boy did a fight, you know. Yeah, Mr. Me thump him in the eye, see, and him call police for me. And me tell them, say, him violent and them fi deport him and them send him go back to Jamaica. And when you check that person, they don't know the person where them a talk to. Clicks and likes and views. So I say this, if that woman's story is true and she actually did house Miles for the last 2 months of his life, and she did see that he needed Baker acting, she didn't feel it was her place, though. She felt the need to turn him over to his family, hoping they would do the right thing by him, and they didn't. Then comes the conversation about mental health. You probably turn them over to his family and they don't believe in traditional medicine or they don't believe in Baker acting anybody and they don't believe in certain type of stuff. Then probably still have the same mentality like I wonder if somebody up here make him head or take him I wonder if I something where him smoke and something, you know, the same thing that we keep talking about all the time. A little education goes a long way. Some people not too educated about mental health, so they ignore it until it's too late. And then them ball out, whoa, my brother dead. And I saw it coming, but I couldn't do nothing. Did they find the perpetrator? As far as I've heard, the Buffalo Soldiers, they said it's somebody close to him. They never said anything about finding who did it. They said somebody that's close to him. One of the people them around him. Life rough out here. Life rough out here. I grew up in Miami. I didn't grow up on the streets, but I ran the streets for fun, and then go back on my yard before my mother reached there. Yeah, remember I grew up in a time when we never have cell phone, so my mother couldn't know which part my BMX bicycle there. Me and my brother gone. We Miami Beach, we there all the way over Carroll City, Opalaka. Upon the side of the highway, we ride gone. Cut go way over so. I look girl and do all kind of something. You little girlfriend, all kind of something. Different time now. But I know that it's rough out there. I know that it's rough out there. And you know, I mean, my condolences goes out again, man. But we can learn from other people's mishaps, you know. Either way, no matter how you put this, me know Buju hurt. He has to be hurting. No matter how you put this. Not everybody look at child rearing the same way. We gotta take that into consideration too, right? Traditional Rastas do not look at child rearing the same way that um, Christian Jamaicans look at child rearing. Because if you check it, I think when the youth reach 12, the youth is considered a young man. So then take him from under his mom, and he must now be with the lion them. He must now be with the man them, kind of thing. They look at child rearing completely different than a lot of us do, anyways. And it's not a matter of being there for everybody. It's a matter of building something that everybody can benefit from. And in the process, somebody is gonna fall by the wayside. You know what I mean? So I mean, this is one of those times where I would not be throwing a blow. I would not be trying to kick anybody because it he's down. He's down. So I know time for kick now when the brother down. Him just lose him son. And couldn't do nothing about it. That hurt. But let the rest of us know, use that as a lesson and say, yeah, let me tighten up with mine. Let me find my own them and make sure say them all right and make sure say they can call on me and I can be there. That kind of stuff. Right? So because that's all we could do now. Vicky says Buju went to prison when that boy was about 5 years old. Well, see it there. And Buju did what, 10 years? Or close to 10 years, something like that. Yeah, man. Country girls say have a blessed day, everyone. The legalized slavery calls. Great show as usual, SouFLo. Big up yourself, family, and have a wonderful day. All right, so here what? Vicky say I'm waiting for the whole story. I'm waiting for the whole story too. I've pieced it together, but I don't know if my version is right. So from what I've heard is he had issues in New York. So he was living in New York before. And them sent for him from New York to Florida. And then he came to Florida and he had a falling out with the family. And then he took to the streets. You know the family go already. If you can't do this and that, you come out. Man, take to the streets. He take to the streets. It's rough out there in these streets. Somebody carry you home. A brethren catch my friend mother yard for a couple of months until she said, that's all I can do. You have to go now. But make up things with your family in the meantime. And then in the process of that, tragedy struck. Sad story. Sad story. Veronica Gale say I see him in the hospital and don't know what happened. You saw him in the hospital like before? Or you saw him in the hospital around the time of his death? Veronica? Veronica will answer us in a second. Was it around the time of his death or you saw him in the hospital before? Because we don't know if he was sick, you know. We don't know if he was sick or nothing like that. As far as I'm hearing, he got beat to death. I was thinking somebody was going to say he got shot, but them say he got beat up. And you know, beat up can happen. Because look at the brother in New York, right? The jockey from Jamaica that had the argument with the tow truck driver, and the tow truck driver thumped him, and he fell over, hit his head, and died. So you can dead from beat up too. Anyway, again, man, I would say don't be so hard on Buju. It is what it is at this point. Yes, he has a lot of kids all over the place. And obviously, any man with a lot of kids won't be able to stretch himself thin enough to be there for all of them. But if he's a trying father, then I don't think you should be ridiculed so much because the mom is there to be the balance, the other half. So it's not just a father thing. And then at this point, his hands are tied. He's in Jamaica and can't come to the US. And it happened here to his youth. Send a plane ticket. Are you named Buju Banton? You could have buy a plane ticket. Well, a plane ticket couldn't save him, mama. Because if him said no, him not going, that's it. And I'm pretty sure that his family probably talked him into it. Come on, man. You all right, go Jamaica and go chill out with daddy for a little while. No. Like my brother. No. He said no. Don't want to. Seeing? Veronica Gale says, Buju. Oh, Audrey, right? I see him in the hospital, Veronica. You see Buju in at the hospital? Well, I don't know enough. But we'll see. Probably they're visiting somebody. We'll see. We hope all the best still. The last story for the morning now is the Paris Hilton story. Paris Hilton is in Jamaica, right? For those of you who don't know Paris Hilton, if you stay at a lot of hotels and you know about the Hilton suites, the Hilton empire, then Paris Hilton is what you call an heiress to the Hilton empire. Paris Hilton, American personality Paris Hilton, has thrown her support behind 8 American boys who claim to have been abused at a school in Jamaica, a school for troubled teens in Treasure Beach, St. Elizabeth. Paris Hilton, at a press conference at the Jack Sprat restaurant in the South Coast town of on Wednesday afternoon, said that she was horrified by the abuse allegations. I heard these boys were stripped naked, violently beaten, and waterboarded. Paris Hilton herself is an alleged victim of institutional child abuse. That's when your parents send you away to some place because you're out of control and they're rich and can afford it. And some people tell them, say them I go straighten you up and make you fly right. And you go there and them abuse you. So she's in Jamaica on that mission. Jamaica's Child Protective and Family Services earlier this year removed the boys ages 14 to 18 from the Atlantis Leadership Academy, which advertises itself as a faith-based school serving young men who have somehow taken some wrong turns in their life. In response to the allegations, 7 of the teens are currently in the custody of Jamaica Child Welfare Authorities, while the 18-year-old has been sent back home to the US in February. Paris Hilton, who attended a court hearing in support of the boys earlier Wednesday, expressed outrage at the length of time that it has taken to send all these children back home to the US. It outrages me, she says, that it has taken months to bring these children back to the United States and mere moments to send them away in the first place. Several of these boys are adopted and they were promised a better life and more stable lives. One of these boys is even adopted into a former governor's home in Kentucky. You saw me, I say? The life these children were promised has not been upheld, she said. Opening up about her own experiences at troubled teen school, Hilton said that she could empathize with the boys, citing it as the primary reason that she dropped everything that she was doing to support them to be at the court hearing in Jamaica on Wednesday. So that's her reason for being in Jamaica, period. I believe these children. I know as a teenager, when I went through it, I was so traumatized that I didn't want to think about it. And I didn't even tell my parents or anyone until 20 years later because I was so traumatized by what they did to us and what I went through. When these boys asked me, when they asked for me and wanted me to come to the hearing, I dropped everything to travel here to Jamaica to be there. No child deserves to be silenced or to testify about abuse while they are alone. I also immediately sent supplies and clothing for the boys, and I bought more items with me today to help them to stay comfortable during this stressful and traumatic experience. According to Hilton, troubled teen institutions such as Atlantis Leadership Academy, they're not unique to only Jamaica. They have these places everywhere. Atlantis Leadership Academy is not a one-off program. This is a global issue that requires systemic change. My team and I from 1111 Media have been working tirelessly and going down back and forth to Washington, D.C. We've already passed 8 state laws to protect these children. And now our bill, the Stop Institutionalization of Children Child Abuse Act, is in Congress right now. So we're hoping that it will be passed this year. And this is something that's a mission in my life, she said. Paris Hilton also used the occasion to slam the operators of the Troubled Teens Institution, in addition to slamming their parents as well. She said, rightfully, Jamaican authorities are questioning why anyone would be willing to sign over guardianship of their child to a complete stranger in a foreign country without ever visiting or even maintaining contact. To these parents, how could you ever starve a child like that? The American operators of Atlantis Leadership Academy has accused the CPFSA, which is the Child Protective Services in Jamaica, of not following due process and coming to a premature conclusion before the completion of an investigation into these allegations. So, for one, I am glad that this is not us, Jamaica, because when I first saw the headline, it says 8 American boys abused in Jamaica, taken into state custody. I said, wow, this now gonna fly over too good. Turns out it is an American institution that is ran by Americans. It is located in Jamaica. Funny enough, me and wifey was just watching a documentary video of a young lady that she document our whole life. And that's exactly what her parents did. We're talking about like 60, $70,000 a year, US dollars a year, to keep your child in one of these institutions. Oh, you're talking back to me? I caught you smoking a cigarette. You're going off the rails. You're becoming somebody we don't recognize. And then the picnic said one day she was just chilling at home. Next thing she know, all these men came into her house, dragged her out of her bed in her underwear and a t-shirt, strange men, and just took her away. She didn't understand what was happening or nothing. It turns out her parents had signed her up to go away to this school, and that's how they come and get them. And she was flown on a plane with full permission, paperwork done already, notarized, stamped, everything. She is in full custody of these people, and they took them way out into the woods and the bushes, did whatever they wanted to do with them under the guise of making them become disciplined and responsible children. A lot of them ended up on drugs. A lot of them ended up, I think one or two ended up committing suicide later on. A lot of them ended up just not faring well in life after that. So when Paris says that it is a systematic thing, and this is not unique to Jamaica alone, is because it's not Jamaica alone. These people are setting up these schools in many places around the world, and people with money who can afford are sending their children off to these places. So again, I'm glad it's not Jamaicans that were abusing them, because you would have hear this flip a whole different way. How rich people sent their kids to Jamaica to be schooled and they were abused and stripped naked and beaten and waterboarded. I don't know if y'all know what waterboarded is. It's a torture technique that was used in the military, right? Waterboarding is basically like drowning you and resuscitating or tying a rag over your face and dipping you in the water long enough, keep bringing you up, giving the feeling that you are suffocating and drowning. So they were doing all these torture techniques here, right there in Jamaica, allegedly. And the only thing she is mad about, as far as Jamaica goes, is how slow the process is and why it's taking so long to get these children back to the US. And notice she said one of these children are even adopted by a senator or somebody in a position of power in politics in the US. So these persons have the resources. Put the child on a plane, send them off, and not care. Never been to the place where you sending your child, don't care where they're going, just I give you a bad child, you bring me back a good child. Thank you. I'll pay the fee every month. That kind of stuff. So for the person who asked me to cover this yesterday and find out why Paris Hilton was in Jamaica and all that, there you have it. That's what it was about. Majority of the children are still in Jamaica, and I'm suspecting now that she has put her face to it. They'll be out of Jamaica soon enough too. The 18-year-old didn't have to ask nobody nothing. He's 18. Could buy his own ticket and leave. The rest of them, they'll have to wait, right? Ain't nothing new. They did all that to our ancestors, snow bunnies and snow puppies style drink water on my little business. Yo, Jeff, with that said, we're going to end this live right here this morning. And the words of our subscribers and viewers and members of this channel are not necessarily the views of the host of the program. I'll leave this right here, my disclaimer. And we will talk tomorrow morning live on Morning Thoughts. God spare my life. Big up on yourself, manners and respect. And I'm Jeff. And I'm out of here. Guidance. Peace. I'm out. Oh God.